This tree had been in my yard for decades. It was tall, strong, and gave my home so much character. Every morning, I'd sip coffee under its shade. It was the heart of my yard. Birds would nest in it every spring. It felt alive, like part of my family. Then one morning, I saw something that made my stomach drop, a letter from the HOA. It said my tree was a safety hazard and had to be removed immediately, or I'd face daily fines. I couldn't believe it. There was nothing wrong with the tree. I walked outside, looked at it from every angle, still perfect. Even my neighbor said it looked healthy and safe. So, I went to the next HOA meeting, hoping to reason with them. I explained everything, begged them to reconsider, but they refused. They said I had 1 week. I felt helpless. I loved that tree, but I didn't want hundreds of dollars in fines. A week later, the tree removal crew showed up. They walked around, inspected it, and marked it for cutting. The sound of the chainsaw broke my heart. Branches started falling, one after another. And finally, the trunk came down with a heavy thud. Now, my once beautiful yard had nothing but an empty stump. That night, I couldn't sleep. I just kept thinking about what happened. So I grabbed the HOA rulebook to see if there was any way to fight back. And then I found it, the perfect loophole. If I followed the guidelines, they couldn't stop me from adding anything new to my yard. I spent hours online researching and planning my revenge. Finally, I found exactly what I needed and placed the order. A few days later, a giant delivery truck pulled into my driveway. Inside was my masterpiece, the thing that would make the HOA lose their minds. Piece by piece, the workers installed it right where the tree used to stand. When they finished, my entire yard had changed, and it was glorious. Neighbors came outside just to stare. Some laughed, some took pictures. At the next HOA meeting, they were furious, but I reminded them it was fully compliant. Now, every morning I sit on my porch, drink my coffee, and admire my new yard art. And the best part? The HOA has to look at it every single day. And there's nothing they can do about it.